no, you're insane!
Hello and welcome to the Madhouse, episode 57. I'm Ultimate Spy 3, the host of this podcast, and joining me this week is...
I am the Bird of Trey, and I'm here representing Poptartacus Games.
BG555, also known as Zach Miller.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Back at it again with another podcast.
I'm Steven, also known as Steve.
Check that out.
Welcome, you too.
I'm Lucas. I'm a person. Hi.
So,
Patrick.
last week we kind of ran out of time talking about, with anime stuff. Trey wanted to talk about Pokemon, we kind of ran out of time. So we're going to talk about Pokemon anime first.
But before we do, I will mention that we are doing the second part to the anime. We are continuing off on that topic next week. So next week's episode is going to be all anime themed, and we're doing this sort of giant arc of anime where we just talk about
So
anime
this would be
stuff.
like
So,
part 2 or something.
we're gonna have like 4 parts because there are so many gosh dang anime that we have to watch, and one of the anime that we actually did discuss last week, which is why it took so long, was Sword Art Online.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Okay.
for next week, I will be warning you, if you are joining us, we are talking about anime, like, for the next 3 weeks. Yes, just anime.
So you guys are talking about anime, huh?
Yeah.
Black Butler included in that.
We will be talking about it next week. Okay, good. We will also be talking about next week, Fairy Tail.
We did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah, but we need to go into more specifics about Fairy Tail
Okay.
with the later seasons and arcs, including the Dragon Slayer arc. We have to go over that.
Okay.
We will, fortunately, later,
Matt?
be talking about
I don't know.
a few other anime.
I gotta go for a second, guys.
Okay, see you in a bit.
But
So we will be talking about Blue Exorcist, which is getting a second season, so we're going to be talking about the second
I
season.
don't really know. So
It has a lot of boobs.
you mentioned last week that we were going to talk about Pokemon anime in a whole nother podcast. I think this is the episode where we should talk about Pokemon anime. So start us off.
Okay, so 1996.
Ooh yeah, good year. That year was born.
That year was when Pokemon was made.
Yes, the games.
At least the games and the show, I do believe.
Yeah.
The
Well,
manga,
no.
however,
You're wrong about that. The show in English was 1998.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about Japanese. The
That's
Japanese version of the show was made 2 years earlier in 1996.
That's true.
And same with the manga. Now, the original character for the manga was not actually Ash Ketchum. His name was Red. He was also
That's
from
true,
Pallet Town, also had a Pikachu. But the difference is he actually caught every single Pokemon and finished the Pokedex, whereas Ash is a loser.
That's
He's
true,
immortal,
actually.
But he's a loser. He's an immortal loser. And actually,
What
we will be
were
going...
you saying?
Also, Ash is infinitely 10, but that's...
I said immortal. I did say immortal. And we will be going over the various legendaries that he has met over the years
Yes. That's
in
true.
the anime. And not actually caught, but has accompanied at some points. Like, for example, the first one we need to go over is actually Mewtwo. And this is in order. Mewtwo was the very first legendary that Ash actually ever encountered.
The first movie.
Well, technically speaking, I'm saying technically, as in, he did encounter Ho-Oh in the first episode.
It's true.
But
Didn't
we
register.
don't really count that because he didn't register Mewtwo.
And the Pokedex couldn't actually
Sorry.
register it.
Um,
It's like
Ho-Oh.
unidentified Pokemon. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there was a
Yeah.
stone tablet that he found from Professor Oak, who showed him this stone tablet with
Oh yeah.
3,
I can remember that.
the Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres, and then had Ho-Oh for some odd reason.
Yeah.
No clue.
Any of you guys follow this?
Hello?
Sort of.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. I want to make
Hey.
sure.
Okay, so basically, Ash Ketchum, immortal loser. Let's see, he's encountered almost every single legendary except for the newest legendaries.
Solgaleo and Lunala.
They probably
Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozemia.
Is that true? Was that actually true?
Yeah, Necrozemia is technically a legendary Pokemon.
I guess.
In the Pokedex, it registers as a legendary Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah. But one time that I love is when he actually encounters Mew that looks like a Pikachu. It
What?
disguises itself in the 8th movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
Oh,
It disguises itself as Pikachu for a bit.
that's clever.
But no, that's not the most impressive. There are parts in which he's actually journeyed along with in movies, and actually in the well, I say most recent, I don't mean Sun and Moon. I mean X and Y. In X
Yeah.
and Y, he journeyed
Well,
alongside.
don't spoil it for us.
Well, no, I
If this is the game, or the anime.
This is the anime.
Oh, I'm not caught up.
No,
yet,
no,
dude.
no. Don't worry. I won't spoil all of it.
Come on, dude. I'm only on episode.
I'm only spoiling one little tiny character, technically.
Ah,
And technically, it isn't even very important. He journeys alongside Squishy.
what?
Now, Squishy, you may be wondering, what's Squishy? Squishy is this little green Pokemon that isn't actually an legendary Pokemon, or is it? As Zygarde is the cell Pokemon.
Zygarde, I think.
Zygarde.
Is it
Zygarde. It is
Some
Zygarde.
people pronounce it Zygarde, I think.
Whatever. I'm gonna butcher these names anyway, accidentally, or purposefully. You never know with me. So, Zygarde is basically this cell Pokemon, and actually here, I can pull up a picture if someone can hand
It's actually
me,
it's like this
can
worm
you
dragon
grab
thing.
your,
It's just like
tablet,
worm
please?
dragon thing with
Thank you.
little.
I
parts on it.
will
It's
show
really
you
weird.
guys
It's this,
what
like-
Zygarde looks like in squishy
It's this
form.
worm thingy with a little with shapes on it.
I actually know what Zygarde looks.
Yes, but Zygarde in squishy form.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you.
okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
1 second.
Zygarde. It's actually really cool, especially the final form. For those of you who actually play Pokemon.
Okay, so... Well, actually, I don't quite have 100% form on
Neither do I.
Zygarde. I have 50% form. And
Well, the same,
10% form. But, okay. I want, let's see, that's the sprites. That's that. Okay, I need to look up Squishy, apparently.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
It's fine. Wait, what was that? You said squishy?
I think you put it in.
Did you guys say
Oh, right
squishy?
there.
We're talking about squishy.
Hey, Squishy, my boy.
No, Squish.
Okay.
No, I said Squishy, my boy.
Squish.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Squishy, my boy.
Squishy. Puni-chan. In the Japanese version.
Hmm.
Reoccurring Pokemon character.
I'm gonna be memed up at you guys.
This is what Squishy looks like. That is Squishy.
What?
Dude, I accidentally typed Pokemon instead of Pokemon.
That is Squishy.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm kind of confused.
Now, admittedly,
Rambling. Alright,
hang on.
time.
What?
Now, why it's named Squishy is because, Bonnie actually, yes, Squishy. Bonnie, who is one of the characters in the anime, names this Pokemon that they find because she says it's squishy. She names it Squishy.
Where do you want to close it?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hang
Let me
on.
have it.
I don't know how.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, thank you.
So,
So anyway, so Ash has this little tiny cute adorable Pokemon that is this like one-celled organism, technically speaking, because it is one single cell with this
Yep, that's
brain. Even though it's huge.
yeah. And After all, that's kind of
I don't know how it's one single cell if it's huge.
I don't know.
I
weird.
mean, what the freak is going on here? Anyway, he's joined by this reoccurring character named Squishy, who Bonnie has dubbed Squishy.
But actually, I'm actually interested to know, because you were talking about the times that why Ash is so dumb. Can you explain that?
Okay, now, hey!
Come on.
I do not need to explain dumbness. I'm not an idiot.
Well, no,
Although I
Ash
will
is.
explain why Ash is an idiot. Mostly although I will admit, Ash has slept with more girls than anyone else.
Well,
Seriously.
literally.
God.
Next to.
Because
That changes my whole perspective on Pokemon. Here I was thinking that was a wholesome ass fucking show, and now we find out that Ash is a fucking pimp and a player.
That's just wrong.
well, if you go back
Well,
to the
that really
beginning
makes
of the
sense
anime,
because they're not with the same.
shush.
What?
If you go back to the original anime, you will note that in one of the episodes, when he loses his Metapod by the Beedrill, because they take his Beedrill, sorry, not his Beedrill, they take his Metapod, the Beedrill take his Metapod in the middle of this Beedrill swarm, and basically what happens is he and Misty have to like bunk together, and
Yeah.
so they're in the same sleeping bag,
Awkward.
and it's just hilarious. And then we go to May, and I do believe he shared a tent once with May at one point.
Oh god.
And then we go to Dawn, and of course we know that Dawn has snuck into his bed, because she
And
does that
shipping.
actually multiple times in the show. Then we
Iris.
go to Iris, who he didn't actually sleep with. Then we go to Serena,
Don't spoil it. I'm not caught up yet.
who kisses
Oh
Ash.
come on, really? Spoiler.
Sorry. And we have theories about the next region and him and Lily. Because in the game, Lily actually does go to Kanto.
Well, also she
So-
likes the player.
Yeah, she does like the player.
We don't know what she means, but because she's like always like saying nice things to the player, and like,
And healing
does she
your
actually
Pokemon.
like me? Oh my god, the player, maybe the player is actually an interest of Lily. Conspiracy theory.
Although, I will admit, we have not heard from Misty in so long. I mean, because every single season, every new region, we have a new
New companion.
meet episode where we meet up with the last companion.
Yeah, it's true. Remember that, guys?
Because
Are you remembering that?
In Hoenn, we had a meetup with Misty, and Misty met May. Then in Sinnoh, Dawn met May.
Yeah.
And in Unova, they met up with May and sorry, not May, Dawn and Cynthia, weirdly enough. We're not even going on to the Cynthia thing. We'll skip that for now. We'll talk about that later.
You guys
For
following?
other reasons.
You guys following?
And then in
Guys, you following?
X and Y, I do believe we met Iris again, but I'm not positive because I haven't actually watched all of X and Y. I've nearly all of X and Y.
Are you guys following us on this topic?
A little bit. I've never seen them all.
Basically, Ash is a stud.
Possibly.
How about all the times that Team Rocket has blasted off and why Ash can't recognize Team Rocket?
Okay, this I'm actually going to talk about with enthusiasm, because god damn it, Ash, you are a freaking idiotic moron! They're literally
Don't
just...
do the same thing, you know.
I know, but, hang on, hear me out. This is why Ash is such a freaking moron. Because not only has he not realized that, hey, wait a minute, I have these two people and this talking meow following me throughout every region. Maybe I should, I don't know, have Officer Jenny actually, like, arrest them or something.
restraining her.
I mean, Team Rocket is just so stupid. And why do they always get rid of their Pokemon at the next region? I mean, I understand Carnivore and
Wobbuffet.
No, Carnivore.
Carnivine.
Carnivine. They actually did give us backstory on why he had abandoned Carnivine.
Yep.
And that was at no, it wasn't Carnivine. It was the other one. It was the little freak. He's sort
Mime
of
Junior,
like a cactus.
Mime Junior.
No, not that one. It wasn't Maractus. It was the other cactus one. Cacturn or something like that.
Yeah, Cacturn.
Anyway, the reason why he abandoned that was
Cacnea.
Cacnea, thank you. Thank
Cacnea.
you. The reason why he had to abandon Cacnea and leave it at his house was actually because he had joined Team Rocket. And that's... Of course, I don't get why they then abandoned their Malmar, like, their previous evolution of Malmar, because, you know, if you actually had
Don't
that...
spoil it, dude. I'm not even caught up yet.
Yeah, I don't care. They still have the previous evolution of Malmar. And that was in Unova, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think no.
Malmar is in Unova, right?
No, it's an X and Y.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. It's an X and Y. I'm sorry. Tom has not fully caught up, so we can't talk about X and Y. Although we will be talking about Latios and Latios and Ash. I have a theory. What if Latios actually... Well, we know Latios and Latios can appear human.
Yes.
Okay.
What if they didn't actually appear human? What if they actually transformed into human?
Ooh, that's deep.
So instead of just looking human, they actually were human for that time, but they still have their Pokemon abilities.
Yeah.
So, technically, if we're talking about that logic, in that logic, then Latios and Latios, well, Latios specifically, could actually be impregnated by Ash.
Well, because I know that Brock was like, I am so jealous.
Yeah,
What the hell?
because...
Ash and pregnant in the same sentence, okay? I'm
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Don't be a concern, guys.
I'm sorry. No, because...
I wanna be the berry pest like you want.
Shut up, please. I cannot handle that much of that theme song.
Yeah. Meme bounce time.
No more memes, please.
No more.
I
No
have
more,
enough
please.
puns, I have enough memes in my life, I don't need more.
No, please. We're
I
talking
don't
about
need more.
Pokemon, please.
So anyway, as we know,
These are good and they're about Pokemon.
No, we're not doing that.
not right now, we'll review them later, but not right now.
Yep.
Anyway, as I was saying,
I've been brain fucked.
you
No.
probably want your, charger.
Not yet. It's fine.
Okay, well, anyway, as I was saying, as Latios and Latios can transform into humans, or appear human, maybe they actually do transform into humans, so their physiology would be human.
Yeah.
So technically, as we know that Brock is a Pokemon breeder, but what exactly is a Pokemon breeder? We don't know.
Yep.
So...
Maybe best if it stayed that way.
Although, we do know that at one point in the movie Pokemon Heroes, which is where Latios and Latios are met, we don't actually know what a Pokemon breeder does. Now, we do hear the line from Brock say, "I'm so jealous," when Ash actually gets kissed by Bianca. Now, Bianca, why I put it in quotes, Bianca was the character in Pokemon Heroes, who was the sort of person who basically helped out Latios and Latios for the most part of the film.
Yeah. True.
She kind of grew up with them. And so, I have a theory that maybe the person who kissed Ash wasn't actually Bianca, but was actually Latios.
Yeah. Which is
Now,
weird.
Now, there's also a theory that Latios and Latios have the ability to become human. So with that theory and that theory combined, then technically there could be a half-human, half-Pokemon running around somewhere that is the child of Latias and
It's
X,
so weird.
which actually could be,
What?
which could actually be canon, but could also be uncanon. So we don't know about that, but that's just a personal fan favorite theory of mine,
Yeah.
is that Ash could actually unknowingly be a father.
And on the side of like the love
Oh
stuff in
God,
the
a
anime,
10-year-old as a father.
about
Well, technically he's not 10. He's immortal. He's forever 10 because he's immortal.
Here's the thing. That reminds me. There's this theory that I once saw that says that Ash motherfucking Ketchum, is actually in a coma.
well, that's a theory that's been widely known everywhere.
That is a theory that has been widely known. No, I don't like that theory personally. I have a personal theory that
Yeah.
that the world of Pokemon doesn't actually have time.
Yeah,
It is a dimension without time. Because
that's true.
if you'll note, there should be more than just 2 Pokemon that can control time. And those 2 Pokemon, for the most part, well, technically 3 with Arceus, but Arceus
Arceus, whatever you call it.
Whatever, Tom. What? Ever.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
If they could control
technically,
time, then time would have to exist.
no,
it's
because, hang on, let me finish. Arceus created the universe. It was an egg. Created the universe, started the Big Bang, whatever. Anyway, my personal theory is that maybe the world of Pokemon doesn't actually have that flow of time. At least indirectly has a flow of time. Because we have noted that Ash has stayed the same age, for the most part, over the past, 8 regions?
Yeah.
20 years or so.
20 years!
Not- I mean,
20 freaking years. If we actually go off the original anime, which in the Pikachu Adventure Day, which they released before the they released it on the day of the release for Mewtwo Strikes Back, which is the first movie of Pokemon, which I actually don't really know why they called it Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Because he can come back, maybe.
But
I don't know.
it's the first movie with Mewtwo. I don't really get that. Anyway,
Well, maybe they're referring to episodes.
no, because he's not in any until that movie. He was never even mentioned until
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, it's true.
So therefore, it doesn't really make sense. But on that note, Arceus inventing the universe, blah blah blah. The only 2 Pokemon that we technically know control time are
Dialga and Palkia.
Dialga, who controls time, 3. Palkia, who controls space. Space-time is actually the proper term. And then Celebi, who's the time travel Pokemon.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and we also know that alternate dimensions exist because of Giratina
Yeah.
and the distortion world, which is actually its own thing. So, but we do know time goes by in that, so that actually does have time. But the main Pokemon world, we don't know actually has time because these 3 godlike beings control all of time.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
maybe there isn't actually time flow. Maybe those beings control the time flow itself. So they've actually been keeping Ash at this 10-year-old age.
Yeah, possibly.
For, as a favor until he, completes his entire dream. Maybe. Because,
Okay, but how are they?
what?
Like, if they can control time, but hey, I hear myself. I hear an echo.
Yeah.
Echo!
No.
Never mind. Okay, well,
Zach, say
if they
something
can
to
control time,
show. You can't just stay silent forever, you know.
and they, how are they even there? Because if they can control time, space, and they're godlike beings, they're still considered godlike in the main Pokemon world, obviously.
Yeah.
So how can they be considered godlike if the main Pokemon world doesn't have time, as we know it at least? And it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense because if there is time, would have in order to be considered all powerful, they need need to have some form of time flow. Like not time flow, but they need to have time.
Maybe
Time
they
needs to
do,
exist. Time needs to be a thing.
but if you will note, in the Pokemon lore, Giratina was actually from our universe, but Palkia and Dialga weren't. They banished Giratina to the Distortion World.
Yeah.
They were created by Arceus. They weren't originally in the main Pokemon universe. They were created after it was created by Arceus.
That's true.
And he also created the Distortion World for Giratina to be basically arrested in, or kept in.
Okay.
So technically,
So the whole Pokemon show takes place in an alternate reality or something.
In the games,
Yes.
yeah. In the games.
Okay, kind of like Steven Universe.
we're not getting on Steven Universe this
I don't really
episode.
like that show, so no.
We're gonna get on that episode maybe in 2 years in the future, maybe.
Probably not.
I don't know though.
I kind of control this podcast.
Tom controls the podcast. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, I have
I
to-
just control the anime portion of it. Sorry. So basically, we know that godlike beings, of course. We have Palkia, we have Dialga, Arceus, Giratina, Celebi, who is technically a godlike being because she time travels. Yes, she. Trust me, Pokemon lore. I've looked into it. Let's see. There's Latias and Latios, who are also godlike beings in the fact that they can actually transform into humans. Much like, two other Pokemon can actually transform into human-like states.
Yeah.
Which are, not Zekrom, Zoroark and Zorua. They have
Zorua.
human form.
Yeah, it's true.
But you can tell them apart from humans because they have this little tiny tail, or at least Zoruas do. Zoroarks we don't know, but
That's true.
they do have human form. They are human for
into other beings,
for
other Pokemon.
all intents and purposes. They can become human.
In the anime, it's been proven.
It has been proven in the anime and the movie, Zoroark, Master of Illusion,
Cool.
they turn into
And
humans.
Zora, the companion in the anime, is like.
Okay, so the thing about this conversation is like my head is right here, and you guys are like way up here.
I'm sorry?
We have ranters,
Sup?
but that's a good thing. That's okay, you know. Okay, so actually, I wanted to talk about the Pokemon shipping,
Okay,
please.
we are going to talk about Pokemon shipping.
Yes, it's really awesome.
Oh.
Pokemon shipping.
There's actually been a lot. I think Misty and Ash has been what.
Since season
Well,
one.
no, it's called some kind of shipping. I can't remember what it's called.
Mishash? I don't know.
I don't know. Poke shipping, I think. Yeah, Poke shipping.
Yeah, but
That was a good one. There's a May and Ash.
Shipping.
what? Sorry, what?
Rocket, that's rock shipping.
Oh, I don't know about that. Was a bit weird.
No. I'm sorry. There has been though, there has actually been a Pokemon ship where it's Ash and Latias.
Oh my god.
And that is only because of the Pokemon Heroes movie.
Oh. There's May and Ash.
May and Ash,
I've got
Dawn
shipping,
and Ash. Although Dawn and Ash.
Pearl shipping. That's awesome. That's a good one.
Yes.
There's been a case in the anime, an episode where Ash trying to get out of the cellar place, and Lyra, one of the characters, asks, "Hey Dawn, is Ash your boyfriend?" He's like, "What? No!" And she almost blushes.
Oh, and we actually never actually find out why Dawn's nickname is Dee.
Or Dane, in this case.
No, it's just Dee.
Diamond Dandruff. Diamond Dandruff.
No,
Dandruff.
no, I think I know why, but I'm not gonna mention
It has to do with
it.
Fossil Mine stabbing her and causing her to have diamonds in her hair.
Wait,
That's the
what?
answer. That is true. That is the answer. There's an episode where young Dawn is at this place and Fossil Mine accidentally light her hair, electrify her hair, and the kids call her Diamond Dandruff, aka D. Dandruff, Dandruff, I think. I don't know. It's something like that.
Diamond Dandruff?
Dandruff. I can't remember which the other part is, but it's Diamond something. I think it's
Wow.
Dandruff or Dandruff. I don't know. One of the two, and then she becomes known as that by some of her friends.
Wow.
And Kenny also.
Yeah.
That's a true thing.
Anyway, I still don't know why, but I'll have to look that up
That's
at
true.
a later
No,
point.
trust me. I've looked at it. I have looked it up. It's true.
Anyway, my favorite though is Ash and Serena.
That's so far. It's always hinted that Ash is
Actually,
very interested in
It's
Serena's
officially canon.
Serena's always been interested in Ash, and that's been a lot of
And we
episodes I've
actually
seen.
have information that Serena will be coming back in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Ooh,
Oh wow,
I
really?
haven't caught up, so I don't know. But
Well, I'm sorry, but
I did
yes,
see the episode today. It was the Gold Magikarp. I did see that one.
I hate that episode. Because seriously, Ash, you know it's a golden Magikarp. You know it's a freaking Magikarp.
Oh,
You
I
don't
have
have
to
to
look
freaking look it up!
Man.
It's Magikarp. I wonder. Oh, I better look it up.
Also, on that note, Poke shipping, we're actually going to be on the flip side of that coin with the Pokemon shipping. Where it's
Yes.
Pokemon and Pokemon. Because Skitty and Wailord, yeah, it actually works.
Oh God, that's not. That can't be good.
Skitty and a Wailord can actually breed. Don't ask! Yes, you can actually breed a Skitty and a Wailord in the game. Don't ask. I don't know. It just can.
But
happen.
hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Somebody needs to go on that Pokemon video.
No, I'm actually serious. It is one of the most hilarious Pokemon breeding and weirdest is Wailord can breed with Skitty. I'm actually serious.
Wait, what?
Yes, Skitty and Wailord can actually successfully breed. You will actually get a successful egg from them.
That is so weird.
It's weird as hell, but it works. If you want a Skitty with a really high defense stat.
That's weird. I think that Serena and Ash together. No. Iris, Ash, no. I don't like that one.
Yeah, no, Iris
not to
and
be
Ash
racist or anything
definitely.
In terms of colored people, but I just don't like. I mean, it's hinted. It's really fun how it's hinted in the anime. Iris is a great character. I love the character of Iris. She's very adventurous and everything, but having her and Ash, I don't see it working. I just don't. I mean, when they brought her on the show, she was a great character. She was always adventurous and hyper. Actually, she was pretty fun, but
Yeah, I really messed
seeing them together in a relationship, I just don't see it.
Speaking of, I really miss Brock. I
Yes.
wonder what he's doing.
Oh, you can't see, can he?
Oh, wait, we can't actually know because he's back in Kanto breeding Pokemon.
And he can't see what he's doing.
Actually, no, we actually do see his eyes a few times. He just, yeah,
It's so creepy.
he just has that very weird eyebrow over his eyes slant. It's so
I always
racist.
thought his eyebrows were his eyes.
No, that's the thing. His eyebrows aren't his eyes. They're just his eyebrows. He just has his eyebrows over his eyes 90% of the time.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know. I don't
He is
actually
not
know.
the only character,
The
though.
only time we ever see his eyes are when he literally is usually when he sees either an Officer Jenny or
Or the time
or
that was
Nurse
Larvitar.
Joy
Or Levitar.
or the Larvitar episode.
That was so weird. Oh, it was terrifying to see that.
Or you know, he ever meets an actual girl. We actually only see his eyes during those scenes. Yes. And occasionally, we don't even see his full eyes. We just see him
Also, he's
with
not the
his eyebrows.
weird enough about the anime is he's not the only character to close their eyes, because recently I saw the Magikarp episode today. There was a fisherman, didn't even open his eyes.
Oh yeah,
Cedric Juniper, which is the professor's
he's
daughter.
related
also-
to Brock actually.
All the characters that don't open their eyes.
Are all related.
Oh my god, that's creepy. Even Cedric Juniper.
They're all related.
Cedric Juniper.
Wait, as in Professor Juniper's dad?
Yes. Doesn't open his eyes at all.
He's related to Brock.
That is creepy.
Everyone who does not open their eyes in the anime of Pokemon is related.
That is creepy.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Fucking way.
I was joking about them being related. I don't actually know if they are related.
Believe the article I just found.
What?
It's not about Pokemon, but you guys have gotta hear this. This is gonna blow your guys' fucking minds.
Okay.
Is it about anime?
Fluid with negative mass moves backwards when pushed forwards.
What?
Fluids are weird no matter the context. They never behave like they're supposed to, the naughty things. And scientists apparently quite like creating newer and quirkier versions of them all the time. This is from IFL Science, by the way. To wit, this latest member of the circus is a so-called superfluid that, when pushed, accelerates backwards in the opposite direction.
Wow.
A team at WSU have been doing that old-fashioned sciencey thing, which is playing with lasers, and used to cool some rubidium atoms. Although lasers are traditionally associated with heating things or destroying planets, their careful application can cause atoms to emit energy and thus cool down over time. Troublemakers at WSU did this and managed to get the rubidium atoms down to near absolute zero, the coldest temperature possible. At this temperature, the atoms behave less like particles and more like waves, an effect first predicted by physicists extraordinaire Satyendra Nath Bose and Einstein.
Send me the link.
The structure of these atoms was, however, not yet complete. Atomic nuclei, along with the individual elementary particles, spin around a bit like planets or ballerinas. Changing a particle's spin changes how it behaves and interacts with its environment, so the WSU manipulators once again use lasers to alter the spin of these considerably chilly rubidium nuclei. Ultimately, this causes them to have negative mass. This, ladies and gentlemen, is considerably a weird thing to have. You right now have positive mass, no offense. Your constituent parts all add up to a certain number of kilos, and you are warping up the fabric of space-time as a consequence. It's normal. Negative mass is some shadowy reflection of positive mass. It's like saying you weigh minus kilos. It doesn't appear to make sense, and for quite a while the concept was hypothetical. The team appear to have actually created negative mass, in that it behaves in very much the opposite way to normal mass. If you push a ball, the momentum you impart upon it pushes it forwards in the direction of the applied force, which is like Newton's law. This new rubidium fluid with its negative mass moves backwards when you push it, because apparently it has negative mass. It will look like the rubidium hits an invisible wall. Co-author Michael Forbes, a WSU assistant professor of physics and astronomy, said in a statement. It's likely that negative mass already exists elsewhere, but as reported in the journal Physics Review Letters, this experiment allows the researchers to carefully control it and probe its characteristics. The new fluid also opens up an avenue for analysis for strange astronomical features like black holes and dark energy, which cannot be directly experimented with for obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure it's designed to mess with your head.
Wow.
So there's that.
That's really interesting.
You are going to send me that link? Send me that link.
There's a video with it too. I'm gonna copy the URL.
Just send me the link.
Okay. That's really interesting.
I don't need to see it right now. Just send me the link via email, okay?
So, back to shipping.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Back to Poco shipping. Now.
Okay. Sorry, had to do that.
So, with the whole, of course, shipping between, characters like Ash and Misty, Ash and May, Ash and Dawn, Iris. Serena is the newest, although we also have a ship between Ash and Lily, which has started up on the internet. Because, why the fuck not?
No, here's it goes not caught up yet.
Yeah, I hate it too. I don't know why, but people assume that Ash and whatever character he's traveling with need to be shipped.
Although I really like the Serena shipping, because...
Although, I will admit, Serena and Ash is the most likely candidate to actually become canon.
There are times when Serena, like, asks Ash to, you know, do something with him, and he's like, I can't. She's like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, that was just hilarious.
That Pokemon mixer thing online?
What?
You know that Pokemon mixer thing that they have online? I can't think of what it's called.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
What is it?
Sadly, they don't have Skitty, so...
What?
Alas.
That's a fucking... That is a travesty.
What? Oh, Squishy?
Not having...
They don't have Squishy?
No.
Look up Squishy on Pokemon. Look up Pokemon, then look up Squishy after Pokemon.
No, I'm not talking about Squishy, I'm talking about Skitty.
Oh, Skitty?
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because Skitty actually can mate with Mailord. Weird, I know.
That's just wrong.
There's whole YouTube videos about it. Don't ask.
Okay, so, I mean, honestly, before I got to X and Y, my favorite shipping was Pearl shipping. It was just, because Dawn's, like, super cute.
Yeah, you kind of
kinda
wanted
like
Dawn to
She's just so
be
beautiful and cute and...
with Ash, but, it kind of...
She's a really good companion. And I think that she and Ash could be together. I'm creeping out people, I know, but it's you gotta like it, Dawn. a really amazing companion, and you know, I don't know why she just. And then of course it came to Serena. I'm like, you know what, that might make more sense because.
Well, he did know Serena before he knew
Yeah.
Dawn.
And of course when Lyra said, "Are you Ash's boyfriend?" and she's like, "No."
No, are you Ash's girlfriend? Is what she asked.
Is Ash your boyfriend? Wait, what? No.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, but and also one last thing about the Pokemon anime that I want to bring up is how many times has Team Rocket blasted off, and why can't Ash recognize them when they blast?
Well, we will cover that next.
Okay. Actually, there was some more movie news I want to talk about if we have time. Or...
Well, we can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok,
Well,
that
no,
sort of thing.
not that stuff. The stuff I wrote down.
Oh, yeah. So, apparently, Frozen 2 is in 2019. Yes, it is official.
What?
2019, we're also getting Wreck-It Ralph 2.
No, 2018.
Oh,
Oh,
next
cool.
year, we're getting Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yep.
And then 2019 is Toy Story 4.
Oh, good lord, no.
2018 is Incredibles 2.
Finally, yes.
Lion King,
Okay,
live
that
action,
one is good.
Live action
No.
Lion King 2018, I think.
Nope.
Or 2019.
Don't want that.
Then there's the official confirmation that Mr. I think it's Jeff Goldblum is reprising his role as Ian Malcolm in the Jurassic Park franchise with Jurassic World 2. So that's really cool. So I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but
It kinda does, because Jeff Goldblum was one of the greatest actors of all time in Jurassic Park.
and the Lost World Jurassic Park, of course.
And Last World.
But what do you guys think of that news?
Jeff Goldblum is going to be in Jurassic
World
World 2. Wreck-It Ralph 2 is gonna be called Ralph Breaks the Internet. Frozen 2 and
3.
Of course, eventually we'll get Frozen 3 2024. Don't actually quote me on that one, Internet, because that actually may be true, but I don't actually know. So
Disney,
you know, with the remakes. Although, speaking of remakes and sequels,
live action Lion King.
no, not going on that one yet. Pixar has announced that they are doing Incredibles 2.
Ooh.
I can't wait for
We have talked about it before, but I think it's important.
Yes, Incredibles 2. Incredibles was one of my favorite Pixar movies ever, and
I agree.
I really did not like Toy Story, but that's just me. Because I don't
love
like Toy
Story.
Story.
They're really good movies.
Dude, I mean, they're telling the same story over and over again.
Not this one though. They're on a rescue mission for Bo Peep. They're finding Bo Peep because she wasn't in the third one.
Yeah, she was.
Nope, not at all.
Weird.
But
Yeah, I
what do you guys
remember
think
that.
of this news?
I'm excited for Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah.
Ralph Breaks the Internet? Really? I'm kind of curious on what happens, because, if he goes to the wrong website,
True.
we're gonna have to rate that N17.
But what are you most excited for, guys?
Me? I'm excited for Incredibles 2. But that's just me.
Same. I'm excited for Wreck-It Ralph too, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to see that.
definitely. And Jurassic World 2 is gonna be awesome, as well as Frozen 2. And I think it was that song was overplayed by a little bit too much. I didn't hate it the first time I saw this movie, but afterwards,
Let it go.
I mean, honestly, I will
Girl
be
never
honest.
bothers
Yes,
me
yes.
anyway.
I will be honest. I liked it when I first saw it, but after people suddenly oh, this is a good song, we played it over and over again, and then suddenly people why you singing this song over and over again?
Although, speaking of Lion King, I'm hoping they'll play the song.
It's catchy.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Well, James Earl Jones has come back to voice Mufasa, which is awesome.
You see. I'm sorry, but on that note of Can You See the Love Tonight, Markiplier has actually released a video where it's him singing songs from popular Disney movies, and one of them is Can You See the Love Tonight? And he actually is able to sing it. He took singing lessons, and he was able to sing Can You See the Love Tonight?
He's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all really we have for
that's
the news.
pretty much it.
That's really the news. But nevertheless, thank you for listening to this episode. We are at time, unfortunately. We are at the hour. But nevertheless, again, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel as well as Ultimate Gaming, and also while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Poptartacus Games, Steve Kovoc, and yeah.
Zach, do you have a
He doesn't
channel?
really have it.
I have an account. That's my name, DEG555.
He doesn't really have
Yeah.
it.
On Poptartacus Games, we do a bunch of animations. So
I'm reading 50 trivia facts about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
That Star-Lord flipping the bird
yeah.
eyes by Chris Pratt
Oh my gosh.
on set.
That's
Wait.
awesome.
What?
And check this out, Dave Bautista, the guy who played Drax, his makeup took 5 hours a day, and he never sat down.
No, no. What was the Star-Lord thing?
When that one scene where Star-Lord flipped the bird when he first got captured,
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
that was improvised by Chris Pratt. All on set. That was fucking genius.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how this.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
But
I'm sorry.
anyway, little off topic there, but yeah, we will still be back for another episode of the Madhouse. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back next time for another episode.
And I hope you guys are enjoying the 2-month spree of anime, as we're doing 2 months version of anime in topics.
Yes, that's true.
Because we'll have 2 more Pokemon episodes at least, and at least 6 more episodes of just straight anime.
Well,
And-
it kind of depends because I do host the show, so it might be different.
Yeah, but
might have to
we
go
are
back.
going to have at least 6 anime episodes and 3 Pokemon episodes.
This podcast is mainly focused on new entertainment news, but
Well,
you never know.
there are new anime that are coming out, like Sword Art
That's true.
Online Season 4, which I don't know how it got a
Season
Season
3.
4.
Anyway,
It's getting a Season
but
4
yeah,
too. It's renewed for Season 4.
bye.
Anyway, so on that topic, I do believe we have one other thing to say before we go.
Oh yes.
Skitty and Whalelord. How the heck can that happen? We may never know, but
The world
I
may
do
never
have
know.
a theory. But hey, it's just a
game.
theory.
A
A
game.
game theory. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.